Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. Today, we are heading into what might be my arch nemesis map, Camp Woodwind. So, historically, on Camp Woodwind, I have not had the best luck. Now, we did get kinda lucky. Fog is not too bad, you can see really nicely with fog actually. I was worried about rain and how that was gonna sound. So let's just try and remember what we can about this map. Of course, that's actually way closer, so that I believe that was a bang on this log. So now, using the tier 3 stuff is actually going to really help me learn about some of this stuff, because I still don't exactly know, like, the interactions and what can be banged on and what cannot. So apparently it banged on this log specifically, which I could be looking for UV, but I'm going to take my time. Now the breaker and the generator is going to be right here. So I guess the idea should be to just turn on some lights, figure out, I guess the cursed item. You're doing more stuff, so I'm going to scan. But yeah, it just goes to show how little I played of this map, because I don't even really remember using the tier 3 EMF on here. So yeah, I'm going to just take a photo of the EMF, but at least I'm learning that maybe here could be fingerprints. So instead, let's take a look around, see for a hiding spot. Now the thing is, if the ghost starts from out here, it's probably going to see me go in there, it's going to see me go over there. So, is there one in here? And since this is such a small map, maybe I can find the bone. Let's turn that on. Sometimes there's a hiding spot in here, I like that one. I think there could have been a cursed item here. Oh, bone's just sitting out here. Alright, so we're getting photos. See, stuff like that looks like it's starting out of place, but I don't think it did. No hiding spots in any of these tents. You pretty much just have to loop on this map. I don't really intend to be doing any cursed hunts, so maybe you can survive just by looping, or if you can duck into one of these. But really, every hiding spot is kind of in view of where the ghost room is. So, I like the hiding spot that's here, but obviously this is open, so at least you can run through there. I didn't realize how open that is when the hiding spot's not there. Alright, well, we got some lights on. It looks pretty nice, and the whole woods are glowing because of the fog. So who are we dealing with? Cora, Watts, Rappel, 3 unique videos, and then paranormal sound, paramic. Alright, so Cora. Cora, that's a name I'm not really used to on here. Cora, can you give me a sign? Maybe I should have my camera in case she shows herself. Alright, well, I do believe that technically this is its own room, and then these two are their own room, so at least the campsite. I have a hard time actually figuring out what the room is, but I was going to look at the temperatures for the different weathers, so I need to still remind myself of that. Alright, Cora doesn't want to do much. I guess I'll leave all my stuff here. I'm going to bring in something to maybe interact with. So sanity is at 90. I'm going to bring in the glow stick just to see if we can get something on here. She wanted to bang on the log, so maybe we'll get that to happen again. I should have brought in some kind of fire starter, my lighter. Would be nice to have the campfire going. But this is a nice pole to have the dots projector on. See, the ghost is going to treat this as a wall, so if the ghost was in here and walked through, I should have the dots pointed right on here. Alright, at least I'm learning, because oh, nope, it's going to have to cycle through. But I've never really played around with the tier 3 stuff on this map, and maps like this is where having the tier 3 stuff really specifically helps. We'll have a dot set up here, maybe if she roams through there we'll get lucky, and it's still a pretty big dots field. I am seeing my breath way out here. Now, of course, we're going to have to look for ghost orbs, which we might still be able to see, but I'm going to at least turn out the light in what I believe is her ghost room. I'm actually going to start recording. Cora Watts, can you give us a sign? Actually, maybe it's a good thing that I didn't light the fire just yet, so I can look for ghost orbs, which we're not seeing anything of. Are we dealing with a shade here? That's not going to be a good first ghost. Alright, maybe I will leave this here. try and keep track of my stuff. Move that for now. Did something just get moved? What is going on with that? What is going on with the football? Okay. That's not the ghost. That's just something to do with the dots in the fog, I guess. Are there actually, you know, speaking of these though, like, do you want to interact with any of these? Like, kind of does help for looking for dots, but I don't think I'm going to see any. Cool. Cora, give us a sign. I'm going to see if I can film some. Okay. I'm glad. Maybe she was trying to show me her ghost orbs. So this is right here. Yeah, that's not going to count as in there. I'm just trying to make sure. I mean, we were seeing our breath over there. Okay, so we are dealing with ghost orbs. I didn't see them in another room. I'm still seeing them right here, so I don't think these are mimic ghost orbs. Either way, I'm putting them in. I kind of do wish I had gotten the UV. But maybe I'll get salt for the UV and try and get footsteps. What else did I have in here? I should turn that EMF back on. I didn't even realize it was off. I don't know what EMF I don't know what that came from. Alright, I actually want to do salt and try and get footsteps to try and rule that out. So I'm going to just run back in here. Now, I'm going to grab the thermometer because it's cold. And yeah, we need to get a book down. And then let's go for some salt. I'm going to try and just focus on getting evidence first, especially on this map. And oh, okay. Well, we're getting somewhere. Revenant Mare Thay? I don't like the idea of mare. Maybe we'll get some more activity. This should cover most of that area. So maybe if she roams around here. I don't know. I need to get another book to cover really as much as I can. Well, let's put here. Oh, okay. And since you're kind of doing stuff now, I know I don't have my glow stick on me, so okay, well, you're walking towards me, so okay. And things are going quick. It is a mimic. Oh my god. Okay. So I didn't even have time to really think. I'm also going to just take my time here. I'm not going to just worry. I know maybe could get a photo here, which since you walked over here, why not? Where's my camera? I just saw it. I'm going to drop this. Pick up the camera. There. I got my one footprint photo. Alright, so photos are coming along nicely. Okay, so no ghost has ghost orbs, UV, and writing, so this is mimic. I'm actually going to take off the ghost orbs and just have mimic in there. This doesn't even really matter. I know it doesn't, but I'm just going to... There, as long as mimic is circled, we're fine. So first, ghost is mimic. I don't know how this is going to affect things once we start getting hunted, so I have no idea. We could end up with a revenant hunt here, or a Thay. I don't know how it's going to do a Thay. I don't know how aged it would be, or maybe, I think it's random. When a mimic becomes a Thay, I think the age is random. Okay. So, what other one would mimic have? Freezing spirit box. So actually, I can go for spirit box because it's a mimic, so I need to maybe record a spirit box. But alright, we know what it is. Let's try and focus on one thing at a time. Let me even remember incense while chasing. That's going to be great. Video and then paramic. Well, video is an important one. Unless the ghost shows itself. I'd like to get a ghost photo instead of having to use a crucifix. But maybe we'll end up using a crucifix. Now, for a mimic, you're not too active. Let me leave. I'm going to grab some safety stuff. Maybe when we start getting closer to hunt range, which we're getting down there. I'm going to grab the 2 crucifixes and a smudge. Maybe I should leave the light for the room off. Oops. Oh. I'm going to put one way over here and stick this one here. That should cover a lot of the area. It's not going to cover like around here, but oh well. Maybe we'll get lucky. If one of those go off, we'll get a photo. I still need to survive. So I need to record some interactions. I probably should just also go ahead. I'm going to drop the smudge. Try and keep these 2 things next to each other. It's going to be hard to remember. I'll keep them next to the EMF. Okay. I'm going to bring in stuff to film because we're not getting a lot of interactions. Here's this. I already have that. I guess I should grab that. Gotta remember. And then, I guess we could go for salt again. It wasn't too hard to get salt around this corner. Let's set up this. Before I start setting things up, well, will be fine. I want to make sure I have my video camera before I do the salt. I'm going to set up that. Do salt again. Now we just do this. This is the new strat for trying to get any kind of video evidence. I guess I'm going to turn off the night vision. Now, oh, I am standing in the tent. But is it still freezing in here, or did you change rooms? Because this is going to be bad. Something I have not been paying attention to is the temperature. And man, ghosts like changing their favorite room. Now, there's my breath though. -7. Maybe you haven't changed your favorite room. And it is freezing out. -8. I mean, maybe that's because we're outside. Okay, if you're gonna go through here, if you go through the motion sensor at all, Cora, give us a sign. I'm gonna sit in this dark corner and try and drain sanity. But if we're a mimic, you're not really being crazy. Of course, that's probably gonna happen when we start getting hunted. Who knows, you know, what surprise we'll get when the hunt starts. How did you walk through the one and then just turn back around? Actually, isn't that supposed to be what happens? Man, the black salt, I think it turns them around. During a hunt, it stops them. But, yeah, when it's just out, not during a hunt, it'll turn them around, so I actually turned her back that way. I did hear a bang, so let me scan. Couldn't hurt, but I don't know how far away that was. I don't know if it was on here, but I could get a photo of a fingerprint. I really need to start seeing fingerprints on here, because I know the ghost can bang on these and make that noise, but I haven't really seen fingerprints on there before. Now I just kind of I realized she wasn't over here, so I just stopped recording. Cora, give us a sign. Now, I don't have this on me. You don't care about the candle. This is the problem. Oh, there we go, as soon as I say that. This map can get really perfect. It can get annoying because, you know, the ghost can be somewhere else. I'm getting really lucky right now with the ghost coming back in here. That's the thing. If the ghost room is here, this is basically a little hallway the ghost is gonna end up walking through. Okay. Now we heard a bang, so let's look for that fingerprint. Where's the EMF telling me that bang was? It was off this way. I heard another one over there. See, the thing is, I don't know, maybe they can't leave fingerprints on here? But I heard on the table, I'm pretty sure they can. There we go. Do I have my photo cam? No. But if I get over here in time, this should be all photos done. I think that's nice when you get UV photos you don't really need to worry about at all if you can get them. Alright, video or photo cam, we don't need you. We'll just leave that there. Now, also, how are we doing? Because that happened real fast. Translucent ghost. I'm glad we got one footage of the ghost. I like getting something of the ghost and one of these between the videos and the photos. Ghost orbs, salt, motion, all those. So now we can get in here with the spirit box, get a response, record that, see what else we can record. Also, we need to record a paramic, and then we'll end this with getting hunted. Now, I don't need the crucifix objective or the crucifix. Damn it. She got me. Oh, she really got me. Listen to her. Is it a Dio? If you were mimicking a Dio, I love you. I think she's mimicking a Dio. I think she's mimicking a Dio. Could be wrong. I could be very wrong. What is happening? Was it Hantu? Oh, that could have been Hantu. Because she was super fast in her room. Okay. I think that was a Hantu. Because as soon as she's... Come on, let me leave. Now you're getting active. What is my sanity? Yeah, we're going down to nothing. Okay. Well, I really... Now that we've survived something, I'm going to take sanity. We're going to work on the audio. So let that sanity go back up. Take another smudge. I'm gonna have another candle. What do I have on here? I don't even need this. I'm gonna take another candle. We're trying to get the audio blowout. Alright, sanity's back up. Let's go in there and maybe not get attacked for a second. Okay, that was fun though. So I do think that was a Hantu. Because she was fast, and then as soon as she got out of this area, she slowed right down. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn on lights. Try and save my sanity. I'm gonna put one here. Leave this. I'm gonna light the other one. And hope that I can get the sound of one of those. Now, Cora, do you want to say something? Is anyone here? Hopefully just sitting in between here will be enough distance. Not again with the breaker? Oh, yeah, can't trick me, oh my god. Also, a little bit of noises. Okay, just wait. Did I even get... I didn't even get the other one. I gotta pay attention. I wish that recording was red on there and not just a brown box. But I was holding down, but it wasn't recording again, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't looking at the button. I was more worried about this breaker. It's alright. Now both of these have been blown out. I'm not gonna worry about trying to record that. Again, mysterious EMFs that I don't know what were. Motion sensor. Okay, now you're going back this way. See, she headed that way and then got turned back around. So really, that was just some kind of talking, ghost laughter. I would say that was the laughter. So it wasn't an event. I wouldn't mind getting an event though, or another one like that. Is anyone here? Can anyone hear me? Cora, oh. That wasn't me. Cora, give us a sign. Oh, is that what I'm looking for? I missed your last one. Is it like out? I can't get over there. Oh, maybe I can. There are a lot of sounds that I have not heard yet. I didn't know you could walk up on this. That is weird. I bet a lot of people don't realize that. I only figured that out because the ghost noise was up in there. Okay, that is pretty cool. I learned candles can be lit. I didn't realize the whole fire here could be lit. Alright, well thank you, that makes it cozy. But I can't really record the sound of that. Alright, only one more sound though. So this investigation got a little squirrely for a minute. I don't remember. I need a smudge on me. But taking sanity kind of saved me. And I am still going to have to get hunted again to smudge. I could have tried to smudge during that, but I thought it was a Dio, and then he didn't follow me around the corner, so I guess it wasn't. Is anyone here? Cora, give us a sign. Surely you're due for a ghost event soon. Is anyone here? It is sure a nice night, but I don't know where you went. Maybe I should get more motion sensors in here. Maybe my sanity is still a little high. Do I have multiple smudges? I think I do. I hate when the ghost does this. Okay, I at least recorded something, and now there's another thing to be recorded. But I used my 2 smudges trying to get through my inventory to get back to that. I really do wish they'd, update the PC controls to where you can choose what, instead of having to cycle through your inventory. Well, whatever, maybe that's part of the challenge of the game. Anyway, we do have smudges. So, now she's gonna have activity. The only thing I can really go in now, let's do Paramic. I have 2 smudges. We're all good on here, all unique. So, I'm going to get the Paramic, and then we'll repel. But what about sanity? Well, it's not as low as I'd want. Alright, I'm gonna go in here and just sit with the Paramic. Now, when it comes to a hiding spot, I don't know, I'd kind of like for her... I'd like for her to get smudged over here, and then I can maybe run and hide over there. But if you run into that tent and she sees you, you are dead. Alright, I'm gonna sit here for a minute and see what happens. I had mentioned how I had turned up the fog and the lighting, so it looks really good for me right now. I can't believe, like, I don't know, I just always thought the fog kind of made things look worse, but I don't know, I have bloom on and stuff, and I know that's controversial, but I like how the game looks right now. Still not getting a sound. I'm hoping that this is the tier 2, so I'm hoping I'm covering this whole room. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting in the dark, waiting for a hunt. Now, I had gotten one of the crucifixes over here, and there's another... Oh boy. I don't want to drop one of my smudges, but I'm going to. I'd put that other crucifix here. I'm going to put it over here. Just cover this whole area. Maybe if she hunts, it'll be in there, and these will kind of protect me from a hunt out here if she roams a bit, but who knows if they'll even go off. Alright, well, I could sit here for a while. I know I've only been here 2 minutes, but this is, Paramike is one of the objectives that's kind of hit or miss. It's not really the most fun one to go for, so I could just kind of abandon this. I might just get hunted here. In fact, I think what I'll do, I have my headlamp on. I need to be careful about that. I'm going to grab the mirror. Let's take a peek. Oh god, it is so bright. Is that because of the fog? Yeah, we can tell she is around the campfire. Alright, let's drain my sanity a little bit. And... oh no. That might be a bad omen. That was the breaker. That was cool to hear that. And that is a ghost hunting. Okay. Are you? Don't ask what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out if she's... I don't think she saw me. I don't have another smudge because I dropped it. I can turn this on and just try and feel secure. Again, she sped up towards the end because... oh my god, okay, just let me have the other smudge. I'd let her see me for a while. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, we have the objectives, the only thing else is the Paramike, so I don't care about sitting around for Paramike. This was a good game, this was a good mimic, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Once again, I don't think we're gonna lose out on a whole lot.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Oh, wait, was it? Why did I think it was a mimic? Did I? Whoa. It was a Hantu. Okay, see, mimic maybe just confused me in another way. Okay, I'll tell you what. How many abilities? 0. I don't even know what a Hantu ability would be. Alright, I'm gonna get back in the next one, and then let me see what I got wrong there. Okay, so I had put in ghost writing instead of freezing. I thought I had clicked freezing, but instead I had clicked ghost writing, because I remembered I had these two filled in and this one, so I didn't realize, I thought I had clicked freezing, but I'd hit ghost writing. I didn't realize at all that I had ghost writing. I thought I had clicked freezing. Alright, let's clear out all these. It is snowing, so freezing is going to be kind of something to look for here. But I'm going to just grab all my normal stuff and see how it plays out this time. Look at the difference between the fog and no fog, though. Fog makes it so easy to see everything. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was going to be that big of a difference. Okay, now on the glowing trees. Alright, let's just try and get in here. That makes it feel like sunrise. I'm gonna hit the brake. Okay, I'm gonna get hit with the ghost event. I'm gonna hit the breaker and try and get some lights on because it is so dark. Any hiding spots or anything? We have the bone. I kind of remember where the cursed items are. And see, that kind of ghost event, that doesn't at all tell me where the room is. Maybe the room was in here? I have no idea. Now that ghost just appeared from the center of the map. So kind of like last time, we might just have to loop around the map and get into a hiding spot. Now this one's here. If I could get the ghost over there, maybe I could hide. Alright, this map looks so different when you don't have the fog. Since we saw the ghost out here, I'm going to make a little room maybe leave some stuff here. What I'm gonna really have to rely on this time probably is the thermostat, the thermometer. What is with the glowing trees in the background? I didn't realize this was a problem on Woodwind. I remember these, but like even the ones in the background I don't remember. Alright, what the hell? I haven't heard any of this activity. Let's get in there with the thermometer, and maybe I can scan around for ghost orbs. It's gonna be kinda hard though. Maybe those new ghost orbs will be kinda easy to see. But, guess what? I haven't even looked. No, it wasn't an objective. But we have a ghost photo in the bone. Don't know where cursed item might be. Let me quickly look. I think the Ouija board could be there, and then couldn't the summoning circle be somewhere? That is technically a hiding spot I need to remember. But alright. I'm gonna grab the thermometer, and I'm actually gonna grab the video cam. I'm just gonna check some of these rooms. It's gonna be weird. Because, I mean, I don't know how outside maps work with the temperatures. But I'm gonna have to find a room that's like pretty damn cold. I think under 5 is gonna be potentially ghost room. I think from my memory, this is a snowy night. I'm not exactly sure, but from my memory, under 5 is potentially a ghost room. Since we're, scanning everything out here and everything's above 5, it's going down to 5.1, 5.2, but it's not going under 5. So let's look for a 4. And okay, this makes sense actually since the ghost event happened there. This is technically a room. This whole outside area is a room. Alright, dealing with a ghost in another open area. Instead of that open area, it's in this one. We have a little, I don't know, section we can get some dots down. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is generally the ghost room. Anything back here? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that was just the ghost roaming. Oh no, I think this is the ghost room. The thing is, I could film that, and I maybe can film an object thrown, but it was outside here. Okay, no object thrown. But I'm actually way happier that this is the ghost room. Now I do remember this ghost from having the breaker next to it though, so I gotta talk over the breaker. Alright though. Got a door moved, didn't get the whatever was thrown. What I'm gonna do, kinda hate, I can't film that again. Alright, I'm just gonna drop everything at the door here. I'm gonna scan one more time to see if it's freezing. If this ghost was freezing, then it probably would be down to freezing by now. I'm gonna drop all this stuff here, and let's go get some equipment. With that mimic, at least I was right in realizing it was a Hantu during the first hunt. But on the second hunt, when she was walking out here, she didn't look fast at all. I never noticed her being super fast. So, and even when she kind of ended, she wasn't near her ghost room that was cold. So, oh well. I guess the mimic ended up getting me on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and talk. Are you here? Oops. Are you here? Are you friendly? Is anyone here? Are you here? Are you friendly? Can you hear me? Oh boy, my spirit box seems to not working again. Alright, I'm gonna just drop that. Can we get the light on in here at least? I thought yeah, no, I did have the breaker on, but I'll turn this off. Try and get some of the noise to go down. For me, this is kind of loud, but I think it's alright on video. Alright, I'm going to try and figure out this spirit box thing. Are you here? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? I guess I'm hearing the spirit box noises. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Alright, well if you were in here you would have said something. I'm gonna check one more time for this. Well, the sad thing is I was wondering where the EMF was. Left all the other stuff over here. But I do have, I had my dots over here as well. Okay, I felt like I was missing some stuff, but I guess I left more over there than I realized. I wanted to try and get an EMF on this. Okay, I'm glad I got it over here. Oh, whatever you just threw with that EMF 5 just disappeared because now it's not even on radar. There was an EMF 5 for a split second. I'd like to get a photo of this. Alright, get the light on, please. Let me, real quick, get a photo. Jesus. Alright, too many noises. Please turn this off. Kind of missed my dots opportunity there. It's not even actually. Can I put this on the ceiling? There we go. I gotta look for more opportunities to put it on the ceiling. Yeah, I am just hoping. Apparently that was an event because I'm getting the EMF on it. Alright, do not forget EMF 5. Please, I gotta remember when I get these evidences. Sometimes things get going so fast. Perfect dots though. Are you here? Are you friendly? Oh, okay, not in there. Not that it would be. That's 2 EMF 5s. It hasn't touched the door. Well, it is maybe touching the light. Either way, we haven't seen. Can we please turn off these showers? Alright, I want to keep these by the door and kind of by the light. I'm gonna turn that off. We have so many sounds going. I hate that this room is right next to the generator. I'm gonna try and maybe stand back in this corner so I can hear myself a little bit. We only have the one recording. Paramic again. Escape during hunt. Alright, we're not seeing dots. I take it back. We are seeing dots. She just crawls out of the bathroom. Out of the stall. Okay then. Could it be writing? No. Could it be UV? Yes, but it's not gonna be Goryo. I saw her. So yeah, I knew that was gonna be a light break. Maybe, I don't think I would have had enough time to film. Alright, lights are out. Spirit box would be Wraith. I don't think it's Spirit box. We haven't really looked for ghost orbs, have we? Right. Oh, there they are. The old ghost orbs. Back in the stalls. I've had that happen before. Okay, so Raiju, oh no. Turn that off. Okay, turn everything off. Please, turn everything off if this is a Raiju. Okay. I think everything in here is off. Let's just kind of look around with this. Alright, EMF 5, we definitely got. Dots, we got. Ghost orbs, we got. Mimic would not have an EMF 5, so we don't have to worry about that. This is a Raiju. Great. I have to survive a hunt from a Raiju. We still have to get footage and then 2 more photos. Alright, do I want to just get crazy with it now? I'm going to bring in crucifixes and other stuff to record. Don't have a light. Okay, maybe. Oh no, this is. We gotta be careful here because I don't want to speed up the thing if we don't need to. Let me just go get some stuff. Okay, we are at 47, so I'm gonna take one thing. I don't even know if I want my headlamp. I'm gonna take some of these. See, the motion sensor. I'm gonna just take full sanity and see how much stuff we can get before my sanity drains. I need at least a crucifix in there. I don't have the sound just yet, so I'm gonna focus on filming stuff and maybe getting a photo of a burned crucifix. But I'm gonna hope the ghost doesn't roam too much and is enjoying staying in here. This covers a whole lot, so I feel kind of safe with it. Oh, I don't have a lighter. Okay, maybe this is a good opportunity then. I will actually just go back and get more stuff. I didn't get a lighter. Let's go get a smudge, lighter, and I don't know, something else. What do we need? Probably just more smudges and maybe another crucifix. Right now I'm worried about getting hunted, so actually I didn't even have a smudge in there. Okay, get the other crucifix, paramic. Oh, let's get the sound recorder. I kind of forget about that. It's like the last piece of equipment. I don't know. I see certain equipment as like tech, you know, like electronic equipment. This is like on the same level as like evidence equipment, but it's not really evidence. I am recording, but and it says it's on top of me. I don't understand what's happening. Maybe that was the recording. Maybe not. Okay, that one took a while, but we got it. No light. But that one covers good. We're gonna cover way out here and just hope the ghost doesn't want to hunt out here. And if it does, well, we'll get a photo of the crucifix maybe. Alright, since you are doing so much of that stuff, it is so dark in here. I'm gonna light this. Alright, I don't even know who this is. Lori Sweeney. Alright, we do not want to stand right there. Lori, give us a sign. Are you still in here? Oh god, no. Oh no, you're doing stuff out there. Please come back to your room. Okay, you actually did. You like threw something and then came back. Alright, motion sensor I'm going to turn off for now. I'm going to try and film the light. So far, the only electronic thing on is my own camera. Alright, one more thing now. If you could just show yourself, that'd be great. Lori, can you show yourself? Something I want to look on here. Oh. That's not what I want to look at, but I will take that. When I hold record, yeah, there's no sound. On here, you can hear a sound when you start recording. Yeah, there's a beep. But on here, when you start recording, you don't hear anything. So maybe that's kind of why I didn't realize I wasn't recording. I'd hit the button, thought I was holding it long enough to record, but maybe it would be nice if they added a sound when you started recording on the tier 3. Alright. I don't like dealing with the Raiju. I wonder if Raiju is still my most died to ghost. We're still sitting in the dark, so my sanity is probably going down. At least you're over here. I have nothing really to worry about. If I can just turn off my electricity before I get hunted. And I don't have anything on the ground. It's very weird. I've never really done this good at dealing with a Raiju. I try to turn my stuff on, but I feel really confident right now. I got everything in here off. I know it's just pitch black. Can I help you? Well, you help me. And there's another sound. Why does that happen? Like there's an event and then it leaves another sound. There's an event talking about paranormal talking. $1 for paranormal talk. Oh, it was a duplicate. I didn't realize I had 2. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to get another one. Part of me wants to turn off that breaker, or at least turn down my own audio, but I'm gonna keep living with it. Okay, wait. That's not talking, is it? Groaning. Event. Talking. Boom. Alright, got that. Now, I have to get lucky here. I'm gonna take a step back. All unique. Those are unique. How has my sanity not gone down enough to at least try and get one? There we go. That's a good photo. One hunt. I was also really thinking of what else I could get for a photo, and thankfully a bathroom ghost actually gives dirty water. Hadn't actually even thought of that. Now, I don't want to use my one smudge here. I'm gonna just go for the crucifix getting burned, or we could do that. That was a good ghost event because she spawned behind me, but again, I think I was kind of aware. I think she was making a noise that made me want to turn around, but that one was good. And speaking of, alright, we had one more here, and then we had one more with the dirty water, so if you could just use up that crucifix, that'd be great. Alright, look at that. Translucent ghost. There's the crucifix. Alright, we're getting everything we needed here. And just like that, we're in dead silence. I have to turn that back on, because we need lights. Alright, well, here we are. We have all media. We know it's a Raiju. I'm about to find out. I'm glad we got one translucent ghost. That looks really cool. And all photos. So Paramike, I don't know if I want to bother with Paramike again. I think I'm just going to ignore the Paramike objective. But I need to escape a hunt. So, here, if we're gonna... I keep hearing shit. I'm going to grab all as much as I can. Now, another thing is I didn't even get bone EMF dirty water. Yeah, I never even got a photo of the cursed item. Alright, so yeah. Okay, that's why we're not getting early hunted, because it's a Raiju. We still need to be under 50 if it's... if there's no electricity around it. Alright, going in with all these that I can. Man, I kind of want to get the salt, too. if I can afford it, or if the ghost gives me enough time, I'm gonna drop all these, and then I'm gonna go in here with this salt and see if I can take advantage. So of course it's really dark. What I want to do is trying to get the ghost out in the light. This should just stop the ghost in its tracks. I'm gonna put the first one there, then maybe another one, and then another one, then another one, then another one, then another one, then maybe another one, and then one more, and then there's another one. Drop all the glass, and that ball is still got a very short draw distance. Alright, we are smudged up. I just have to survive, so like I don't even have to. I just have to escape. I don't know why I'm going so hardcore on this. I don't even need to smudge. But I kind of want to see what happens. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to turn on that light. That'll piss off the Raiju maybe, and it should start out really fast. But I want to see what happens if... Oh god, we're going to see what happens with all the salt. I just want to see a Raiju. Oh god. Okay, now this is how you would record a ghost. I'm going to smudge. This is probably a bad idea. She is now super fast. Alright. Oh my god. See, I forget the main light here doesn't go out. Alright, that one wasn't so bad. Okay, see, that's how powerful this salt is. You can easily record a ghost if you just have all this salt going. Okay, so... there's that. We're leaving Paramike. There's our objectives. There's whole thing. Alright, let's head back. Alright, well we didn't die, but did I get it wrong again? It was pretty obvious it was a Raiju. It did speed up there at the beginning. And then after I let it see me for so long, it was full speed at the end. Let me hit skip. 1500, so minus 200. Still a very good amount. I do not worry about going for that Paramike. And 69 interactions, nice. No abilities, so Raiju, I don't know if it has an ability and did not change favorite room. Alright, I swear I didn't try and get fog again, but that's our luck. We didn't get rain, thankfully, and we got fog, which kind of makes this map amazing. I enjoyed that last game, but look at how much fog just makes this like so much easier to deal with. Breaker on. No, breaker on. I swear I just heard something that sounded more than just like a nature sound. Okay, you over here? I'm gonna take a photo of my EMF. Maybe we're just dealing with the tent ghost, so maybe we're getting into this one quickly. I'm gonna have the lights on if I can. Also, might as well look around for the bone and a hiding spot. But you know what? I'm kind of surprised at how well I've been doing here. I, again, played myself because I didn't realize I hit ghost writing. I knew I got the freezing, but I hit the wrong one and didn't realize I hit the wrong one, so. But the ghost hasn't killed me yet, and I actually got one ghost right. And I would have got that Hantu right if I was just paying attention. But otherwise, it's been kind of alright. I don't want to say I'm like getting better at the game, but maybe I am. The only thing really, hiding spots here, both of them are hiding spots. Could run in there. I don't really trust going in any of these. So what'll probably happen is if I want to get into one of them, I'll have to smudge the ghost over here and then jump in one of them while the ghost is not looking. Right, what I want to do is just maybe get the thermometer in here, see if this room's getting cold, maybe just set up some other evidence stuff. I figure we'll get the thermometer in here first, just to see what room maybe we're actually dealing with. This is teaching me the temperature range. Oh, this is really a repeat of the first ghost? We're just dealing with a campfire ghost again, huh? Now this is a hiding spot. But again, ghost has to not see you go in it. Okay, looks like we're dealing with the campfire again. Alright, well, what I think I'm going to do this time, I'm going to keep using this table. Get these bean bags out of here. I'm going to leave my flashlight, leaving that lit up. Doubt I'll see anything. Okay. See, that's what I wonder about. I'm gonna put my dots back in the spot it was before. Let's just have a repeat then. Maybe I'll get a dots ghost this time. I should check and see if that was EMF 5 at least. No, I'm not gonna see fingerprints. It's not EMF 5. Actually, like, if we're gonna be dealing with stuff around here, I'm gonna try and put my stuff on the floor, but maybe I'll do it in an orderly fashion so I can keep track of everything. And just doing that helps, just having it kind of lined up. But okay, if I can back out of here, what can I get in here? Sanity is really good. What I want to do this time, we're gonna set up 2 motion sensors, and I guess I'm not gonna worry about the candle just yet. Let's get the book in here. But what I want to do to try and keep track of this ghost is set up a couple motion sensors, actually use them properly. So what I'll do is set up one here, and I kind of want to set up another one here, so that way, if the ghost goes that way, we'll know it's either entering or leaving this side. And if the ghost goes through here, as long as it stays on the inside, which I think it will, I don't think it'll go past here, but maybe we'll get an interaction. I don't think that was me, actually. Maybe it was. I can film that if it goes off again. But I want to take a bit more time. That's why I wanted to set up the motion sensors, get that covered, get the book down. I'm going to put the book right there, because that covers around there, and it covers in here a bit. What are those noises? Alright, so who are we dealing with? Josephine Wilson. 3 unique photos. Damn it. 2 sounds. And then repel with incense. So we are getting the repel this time. Well, this ghost has been walking through the dots a good amount. At least it's been through this motion sensor. Josephine, are you here? Josephina, are you here? Okay, maybe things are gonna start a little slow again. I'm gonna drop this. Keep. Okay, how much for being slow? You're bald again. Okay, I'm leaving. How much did that drain me? See, not even. Yeah, about the 10. So you're not draining sanity a lot. That was a 6 on the strength. Let's set up another dots. Maybe we'll get the UV in there, and then I'll try and film this along with the motion sensor. So did I film the motion sensor? No, the first thing is the ghost, so glad I filmed that. So let's set this up here. We'll set it by 1 motion sensor. I didn't grab my thing again. Alright, I'm gonna drop this. Where could I set this one up, though? Oops, oh, that kind of works. How much is that going to cover? It might cover a good amount. You know what? That's good enough because it covers in there. Wow, there's actually a lot covered in there, and then it covers all around here. So we have a big dots field. So I still got to go in and get the lighter. I got to remember to grab all the essentials. I'm getting kind of carried away here. We have the spirit box in there, and this I guess we can record as well. Also look for. See, motion sensor is doing its job over there, but kind of need you to come back over here. Are you here? Oops. Are you here? I keep turning it back off instead of talking. Are you here? Are you friendly?
Taken away.
Okay. Are you telling me you're a mimic again? No, maybe you actually are a mimic this time. Need to look for ghost orbs. Okay, wait a minute. That was a shadow ghost because I couldn't see her at all. Alright, well we know it's spirit box. What about temperature? Not really looking close to freezing. I don't know why it took me so long to realize this, but yeah, just lining up your equipment like this is the way to go, because I can actually kind of remember where everything is. It's the little things that go the longest way. Alright then. Still don't have any of that stuff I was trying to record. If you're in the area, let me get the motion sensor. Let me see if I can film this, and what I'll do as well, pick up this. Want to play baseball over there? Okay. I'm more worried about looking for UV, which we're not seeing. So, I want to film that salt. I don't want to put down the camera either. But we didn't get UV. Party Moon wants to rule that out. I'm at the point where I don't even trust ruling out stuff, and even in professional. Trying to distract me. There's the motion sensor over there. There was the disturb salt. Okay. Let me have one last opportunity to try and see. I don't think we're gonna see footsteps over here. Okay. Oh, that's a... Okay, these are a lot of duplicates that I just... No. Ghost. Okay. Disturb salt is the only duplicate. I thought I had gotten a translucent ghost, but that was the last ghost that I had taken a photo of. Itchy nose. Alright. Once again, things are going quick. So let's take a step back. Still haven't gotten... Oh my god, you just touched a door over there. Kind of want to look for EMF 5 on that. Oh god. Okay, well, I think I'm dead here. Okay. Damn it, I was not paying attention to my sanity. Shoot, I went from like really good sanity to no sanity. Was this an early hunter? Alright, I'll tell you what, we're gonna do another game on here because that one went so fast. And it was like a repeat of the first. I don't like that we got fog and the campsite again, so we'll do another game. But of course, Camp Woodwind kills me. But was this an early hunter? It was a Moroi.
Welcome back. I've got some
Oh
jobs
my
ready for
god,
you.
it was a Moroi. Okay, well, good on you, Ghost. It was a Moroi that had cursed me after I talked to it on the spirit box. So that's how my sanity went down the drain. Okay, I really was just not expecting my sanity to be low. Again, I kind of let my guard down. But alright, I'll tell you what, let's do another game, because I want to have some more time here on Woodwind. Alright, this time it is raining, but it's not that loud. I'm not sure why. I just remember the rain being a lot louder. Maybe it's because it's the normal light rain. Oh, I'm hearing the rain on the tints. Alright though, back with the glowing trees. Let me get the breaker on and just get these lights on. So yeah, that last death really shows how this map can catch you off guard. And if you're just out in the open, I would have been lucky if that hiding spot right there, you know, if those barrels were there. Also, what the hell? Immediately with just everything. This seems to be a campsite ghost again. We turned off the light. What the hell? I hope this isn't draining my sanity. This time I'm going to try and focus a lot more on sanity. I'm going to look for bone. Is that the bone in the shoe here? Yeah, okay. No real hiding spots. Nothing in there. So, I mean, if I get lucky, you know, if the same thing happens again, I can hide. This is what I needed last time, though. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight for the thermometer. I'm going to drop my stuff here again. I think I see my breath, so it looks to be a campsite, camp circle. What would you, I'm going to call it campsite. Or, you know, around the campfire. That's where it is, the campfire. Oh boy, okay, let's just start with this. Actually, let's not do the book. I'm going to get the thermometer in here. Looks like we're going to get a campfire ghost no matter what. There's under 5. Let's walk in here and see if it's, yeah, I'm going to go up. Alright, well this time, I tell you what. I'm going to do the same strategy. I'm going to have it set up here. Maybe I'll have it a bit more... Can I put it in here that's on the ceiling? No. What if I put this back here? No, that doesn't really work either. Alright, I guess I will put it on the pole. And then I'm just going to have it face in. Alrighty, I was going to try and have it cover more this way. But what I'm going to have this do is just cover this entrance around the campfire. And then I'll get another one while I'm standing here with this. Can I get a ghost orb? Last time the ghost orb spawned over here. Is anyone here? You want to give me a sign? See? There's that again. I'm just gonna check the EMF on it. I think it was banging a pole over there, because I'm not getting the EMF. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm gonna be a lot more careful this time. Maybe just because I'm gonna grab two crucifixes, and I'll get the smudge in there too. Because this time I am not gonna be unprepared. But if the ghost hunts from, you know, back in here, this will cover it for sure. I don't like that the light's off. But there, 2 crucifixes. Maybe I'll film something. So who was this? James Smith. 3 videos, 3 photos, and then motion sensor. So James this time. I'm gonna pull out my camera. James, if you are here, give us a sign. Oh, there's the ghost orb. Takes a little bit for them to show themselves around here. But yes, did get a ghost orb again. I want to kind of just keep doing the strategy I was doing before. But now we have smudges and crucifixes. So I'm going to grab the motion sensors. And I guess I'll grab this. And we'll try and do the same thing I was doing before. I'm going to set up a motion sensor here. I'm going to light the candle. And I'd like to get this turned on even. Oh, come on, I can't. There it is. I knew I could. There we go. He was even roaming to me like straight through there. Alright, dots. No mimic. Raiju. Come on, why does it have to be Raiju potentially? I'm gonna run over here. Where's the light? Oh, yeah, here we go. This is light. I'm gonna turn this light on. Alright, hopefully. The only area the crucifixes aren't covering are like out here. Yes, I know that just went off. Alright, now that I'm back over here. James, give us a sign. Can I film your dots, ghost, James? If you're here, show yourself. Can you throw the ball? Can you... Oh, thought I saw something. Just the rain. Can you throw the ball? Can you show your dots again? Thank you very much. Okay, dots might make this a little bit easier for some photos. Still haven't found the first item. I'll tell you what, I want to focus on the ghost here, especially if this is a Raiju. EMF 5 is going to be Raiju. I need to see if it's going to be UV. I need to get the other evidence in here. And I'm going to grab at least one more smudge as well. Here, grab the smudge, get these 2, and then maybe I'll come right back. Did I film that, or did you do that as I... Yeah, you did that as I walked away, of course. Alright, we'll do some of these other stuff in a minute. I know, like, you could potentially bang on this and I could get fingerprints. Alright, smudge is down. There's another book. Okay, I see you. Light this. Maybe I should grab one of these. I'm really just trying to film this while I can. Okay, that's not something I can film. Oh, see? Interaction. That's weird. I guess when there's just, like, general stuff like that, that just counts as interaction. But I can see how there are some extra examples like that now. I didn't really even think of filming something like that, but it counted. If I could just get the candle now, if you'd be so nice. This is... oh. Am I going to be able to look for UV on any of this? Might as well. I swear UV fingerprints could be on these longer logs, but I've never seen it. You'd think it would be. I don't know if it can. And there's the candle out again. Can you do that when I'm looking? Oh my god. Now I'm hitting the wrong keys. I need one more thing for footage. If I get the footage done, then we'll focus on something else. That's the thing, though. Okay, maybe... I'm gonna keep risking it. I want to get the book down. I don't have a book in here, and if I do, I don't know where it is. Okay, let me just sit in here for a second. James, give us a sign. I could just light the big fire, which I think will burn in even the light rain. Finally, okay. There. All unique. I'm going to try and leave. See my sanity. See, this time sanity is still really high. It was that Moroi that really got me last time. Okay, then. As for photos, maybe we will really need to do the crucifix. But we don't even know what this ghost is. Spirit box, writing, freezing, UV, or EMF. It literally could be any of them. Alright, I'm gonna get 2 books. I'm gonna grab... We don't even need the salt. But we do need the salt for UV, so that's what we'll do. I'm gonna put 2 books down, get this whole area covered, and now we can focus on like doing stuff like the UV without me having to worry about getting photos and videos. I'm gonna plant this all around here. Smudge. Oh, there we go. I was wondering how long that would take. You moved. So I'm gonna go ahead and rule out UV. So it's not Banshee. I didn't hear any other footsteps, but I did hear one. Alright, James. You want to give us another sign? I think for the atmosphere, I'm going to go ahead and light this. We got our 2 books down. Got my smudge. Alright, now actually it's a good idea to have that because we'll have some light. But it's time to do a spirit box session. Is anyone here?
Sorry.
Alright. Yokai. Okay, I need to be a little careful then. Because James has probably not been happy with me talking to him. Alright. Well, that's the thing. We still need 3 more photos. That doesn't help me too much. Let me grab this stuff. Now, where could I maybe find the cursed item? Unfortunately, I don't exactly remember all of their locations on this map. I'm going to look around. I think, yeah, Monkey Paw could be over here. Where could the voodoo doll be? I think the music box could be here. And okay, that's what it is. Well, free photo. Maybe we will use the music box. I do need to... Actually... Oh, excuse me, sir. Think you can get away from that? Shadow Ghost. Alright, there's a photo I needed. But now I'm terrified about sanity. Alright, turn both these lights back on, please. I have my smudge, right? Get these lights on. I'm going to drop... I don't want to. Well, let's drop this stuff. Maybe I'll bring in even another smudge. Because now I just want to have everything. Sanity is still good, but I don't want to take another one. This is yokai. So maybe I'll start talking and try and get a crucifix to burn up and we'll get a photo of that. But otherwise, we're going to have to get another photo of the ghost. But we need to start doing sounds. And maybe, yeah, be a good idea to place these around. So actually, I can place this here. I can do the other one, light it over here, and then I can even light this. So now any of those could be sounds. It's always nice when you turn this on and immediately have something. Maybe. See, how did that not count? Well, James, give us a sign. You want to say something to me? Do it now. Walking back now because of the salt. Was that the... Yes, that would be this. Alright. Fire extinguish. Can I don't think I can extinguish that myself. So, I gotta be careful, because I'm still talking around a yokai. Alright, but though, I do need you to do something. I need you to use these crucifixes, so Maybe I'll put one here, covering this side, and then I'm gonna go over to this one and kind of just compare how that looks. See if this covers most of this area. I'm just gonna put it up here even. Alright, James. If you're around here, I need you to give me a sign. There's one, maybe? Alright. I'm gonna keep talking, James. If you want to hunt me, now would be the time to do it. Come on, James. I know you want to attack. You can use up either of these crucifixes. Maybe. Alright, just grab. Thank you. I kind of wanted that to go out. Alright, let me make sure I actually have 2 smudges here. I need just one more sound, James. Can you talk to me, James? Where are you? At least with the dots, I can kind of tell when he's nearby. There we go, see? Alright, James, you're right on top of the crucifix. If you could just use that for me, I'll... You click the button. Alright. The sad part is I didn't have room for it. Alright, well... I thought he was a shadow ghost, so I just took a photo and then I looked over and actually saw him. Whatever. We only used 1 delete. But unfortunately, I couldn't spam it. Well, I did actually get a photo, of course, it just doesn't count. It's fine. So what did I drop during all that? Drop my sound. There it is. So do we have the sound, or did I... Yeah, we got it. At least we got the event. So I didn't even realize I'd done that. Alright. At least we got a 15 sound. I'm gonna drop that. Can we get this light back on? Alright. Yokai, 3 sounds, all videos. Just need 1 photo. That 1 fateful photo. That's gotta be either of a burned crucifix or a ghost that isn't a shadow ghost. Oh, I guess that's one way of doing it. I kinda got backwards there. I forgot we had the dots. I said that was going to be easy for photos, but I got shadow, I got a regular opportunity, then finally dots. So there's a $10 dots ghost. Alright. Well, like I said, maybe we will have some fun on here. I don't really want to die, but I got all the smudges in the world. So what I'm going to do is just try and play around with a yokai here. Let's use the music box. See how quick this drains my sanity. Now when it comes to a hiding spot, this is a bad idea. Okay, one of those is gonna have to be my hiding spot. Or I'm just gonna have to survive one way or another. See, if he for sure is over there, I'll be fine. But I'm just gonna keep looping. I actually think just hiding around like this is the main way of doing things on this map. So yeah, I wanted a little... was that a cursed hunt? Or did I just run out of sanity? That didn't seem like a cursed hunt. But I wanted a little more experience running around. And actually, yeah, doing that's not the hardest thing. Just staying on the other side and, in a way, looping around the map. You're not really looping the ghost, but you actually can use the center of the map pretty well to keep the ghost out of your line of sight. So... Alright, I think we're done here for Camp Woodwind, but then for the next time I come back, I do think I've learned some stuff. This is the best time I have had, and I'm glad I came back and did another game and actually succeeded. So we did die 1 time on Camp Woodwind, and I'm kind of glad that happened, because that was the example I was looking for of something like that happening, when the ghost catches you off guard out in the open and you're just screwed. So next time we come back to Camp Woodwind, I think I'll be a lot more ready for it. So this time we should actually be getting a perfect game, and no paramic. Yes, yokai, 1500. See, even without being a perfect game, it's still 1500. So, oh boy. Some weird stuff was happening there, but we're alright. Let me... the 666, distance traveled. But nothing really interesting here. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.